going everyone? It's Mike from PC Classic Cars, back with another test drive video. Today we are in my 2004 Ford Mustang Mach 1 in competition orange with 22,000 original miles on it. All right, so again, we have an 04 Mustang Mach 1. This car has Carfax verified 22,346 original miles. The Carfax has no accidents, no damage ever reported, and I don't have my seatbelt on, so we'll go ahead and put that on. Get that buzzer to pop off there. Like I was saying, the Carfax has no accidents or no damage ever reported. And this runs and drives like a bone stock Mustang or a Mach 1. 22,000 mile car, so it's really nice and tight going down the road. And I'm sorry, again, we have a ton of wind noise or a ton of wind across the street here today, so if the video's a little bit loud, I apologize. It's been like a tornado down here in Texas. Very, very stock Mach 1. Really the only modifications is the tires have been recently redone, and then this one does have aftermarket bolt-in subframe connectors. You still have your standard power steering, Hydro Boost with the four-wheel discs that all of these came with. The stock 4.6 liter V8, they're 305 horsepower, 320 foot-pounds of torque. This one is a factory 5-speed manual, which is my preferred transmission in the Mach 1s. And this being a competition orange car is super cool. You have obviously your iconic shaker that these cars had. And on your exhaust, you have the original manifolds, full stock exhaust, full mufflers, or stock mufflers and full tailpipes. So the car is not very loud. I know original exhaust is cool to have. I would put a catback exhaust system on this car if I was personally going to keep it, just because I think they sound great with Flowmasters on them. But having the originality of this car is also really, really cool. Again, tires and subframe connectors, that's about it. That's been replaced. On your interior, there's not a lot of things that are going to be different across the platform on these Mach 1s, other than that you could get, I think it was like 395 bucks, the upgraded interior package where the little chrome bezel and then the little pedals down low. They called it an upgrade package, and I think most all of these cars came with those anyway. So that does have the interior upgrade package on the window sticker. We do have the original window sticker, which is laminated. Interior is really clean. You have your stock Mach 1 seats. Back seat looks excellent. Dash has no problems. Steering wheel's really nice. There is a little bit of wear on the edge of the bolster here that you get on almost all of these Mach 1s. Just the way that the seat is designed, the way you get in and out, it just slides on the bolster. But it's minimal. It's actually really clean. Carpet's nice, nice mats, door panels again, headliner and visors. No issues with any of that stuff. And then you have your standard equipment, like you have your factory tilt, you have your factory cruise, all your power options. And then this still has the original Ford radio, which works. That's actually really common that these radios pop out in these, or they stop working right. Not pop out, they just stop working, sorry. And everything on this car is sorted. All of your gauges, all of your lights, horn, wipers, radio, heat, parking brake. Absolutely everything on this car is sorted, and it works like a brand new car. We'll get on it a little bit. Again, not a loud car because we're still stock exhaust, but clutch feels great. These are just such fun cars to drive. They're real sporty. They're not big cars. Obviously, it's a Mustang. That's one of the main things about a Mustang, is they're fun and easy to drive. And this one is just, again, drives like a stock Mach 1. Nothing for me to complain about on the drive line. On the underneath, extremely clean. Minor surface corrosion on the non-painted parts, but overall the bottom side is excellent. The floors, frame rails, again, no problems on the bottom. All the shock, suspension, everything checks out really, really good. On your exterior, that's the best thing about the car, is the competition orange. My favorite color on these in 03, 04, they did not have the competition orange in 03 for the Mach 1. They brought it out for the 04. If you're wanting one of these cars, some people might argue that the blue is better, but the competition orange is going to be the best color, at least for me. It's the hardest color to buy on these, and this one, again, being very stock and good miles, It's a great car. The rear bumper's got some little touch-ups and like a little spider crack. And then a couple little miscellaneous little imperfections around the car. I will say the rear window tint down at the bottom is kind of like coming undone a little bit. I would just personally take the window tint off. That is another modification it has. That was probably done back at the dealership back in the day, but the tint is older on the back glass and kind of coming undone just a little bit. But again, a couple little touch-ups here and there around the car, but overall very clean. It is original paint. Nice wheels and tires. Both the wheels on that side, each one has a little bit of curb rash, minimal stuff. I would go with the Mimic Mach 1 wheels, but you can either get a 9-inch or a 10-inch wide wheel, and then put new tires on the rear. These cars look excellent with the wider tires. Shaker's in great shape. The stripe on the hood, which is always notorious for peeling off on these, looks awesome with no issues. There's that downshift again. Go take it down our bumpy road. Avoid that stick in the road. All of your power options, like the power windows and power locks, all of that is functioning. The windows roll all the way down like they should. Windshield has no problems. Side glass has no problems. The back glass, again, is very nice glass, but the window tint, again, is kind of coming undone at the very, very bottom. I would, again, just pull the tint off the back. Suspension, all stock outside of the subframe connectors. This thing drives like a brand new car. And I just love these Mach 1s. They're just so fun to drive. I do a ton of Terminator Cobras as well, but the price point on those has just gotten kind of ridiculous. So you can still get an excellent car buying one of these Mach 1s if you like this body style. And again, the competition orange is just kind of the pinnacle on these. And just to reiterate, we have the Marty report. We also have the original laminated window sticker. And then let's see if this one has the, looks like we have the owner's manual sitting in the glove box too. And then there's nothing, oh, you have your original wheel lock in the little bag in the center console. Gauges are all clean. I've actually seen that being an issue on these cars, is sometimes they get a little bit of moisture behind the gauge face and the clear lens gets a little bit hazy on these ones, but this one is really nice and does not have any issues. Let this Jeep go. It's always interesting driving one of these that has stock exhaust where you hear the motor and you don't really hear the exhaust, because usually it's the exact opposite. Because almost all of these cars, the first thing that people did was cut the mufflers and the tailpipes off and do an aftermarket catback exhaust system. So driving one that's bone stock when it comes to the mufflers is kind of interesting. Just again, a lot of fun to drive. Outside of a couple little touch-ups in the paint, the little spot on the rear bumper there, and then a little bit of wear here on the edge of the driver's bolster, just minimal stuff. This is an excellent car, and if you're looking for a low mileage Mach 1, it's hard to beat the competition orange, and especially being a 5-speed. As always, I appreciate y'all stopping in to watch another one of my test drive videos. Make sure you check out my virtual description video on my website, pcclassiccars.com. It's going to have other pertinent information in that video that's not in the test drive. Also, check out the additional informations tab on, again, my website, pcclassiccars.com. It'll have photos of the window sticker. It'll also have photos of all the imperfections on the car, along with the Does It Work section. And again, thanks again for watching this test drive, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Have a great rest of your day.